Hello, my name is Sharon Turner. I've come to talk to you today about social effects that Facebook and other social media is having on our preteens and our teens. Um, as parents, I think we need to ask ourselves, are we letting our children lose skills by not having human interactions? I think we need to think about this because interpersonal communication is very necessary for us all to be living together. In the same sense, it helps us to build our communities. Um, as I was doing this research, I found that it was interesting. I came across a quote of Albert Einstein that I'm sure he wasn't thinking about texting or um, Facebook, but it just really hit base with my research. The quote is it's become exceedingly obvious that our technology has exceeded our humanity. Ironic, isn't it? Um, I started doing my research, and I think I was really shocked when I started finding out about cyberbullying, suicide, and how rampant it has become. The youngest age of a young girl who hung herself in her bedroom after being cyberbullied for numerous years took her life because of that. I was devastated when I heard that news, and that shouldn't happen. Um, it should never have happened in the first place, but it shouldn't happen again. So I think that we need to teach our children responsibility of using social media, but we need to be responsible for our children to make sure that that is taught and learned. Um, I did on my research find out I went to the Facebook webpage, and it stated on there that you had to be at least 13 years old in order to be on Facebook. Um, then I came across a Consumer Reports that was done last year that said 7.5 million American kids below the age of 13 joined Facebook. How does that happen? Um, I'm not here to bash Facebook or our social media. I'm just saying that we need to help our kids to gain that responsibility. Um, we just need to guide our children into the social media because there's so many preteens and teens now that are vulnerable to this bullying, and it's just going to get increasingly worse if we don't try to do something about it. Um, and as I got through my research, I was finding that more and more people are coming together because this problem has become so bad. When I was researching on the web, I came across an organization called Common Sense Media. It's a nonprofit advocacy organization, and they are focused on the media and the technological effects on children and teens. Um, the CEO and the founder, his name is James P. Steyer, um, and he's also the author of Talking Back to Facebook. I also found that it was fascinating that Chelsea Clinton is on that board. It was a special on CNN the 21st of May 2012. Steyer was quoted as saying, we need legislation, educational efforts, and norms that reflect the 21st century, realities to maximize opportunities, and we need to minimize the risk for our children. The New York Times on the 30th of April 2010 had stated that Pew Research Center had done a study, and they found that half of the American teenagers that were in their study from the ages of 12 to 17 years old, they sent more than 50 text messages a day. And then within that group, a third of them actually sent more than 100 a day. Gary Small, who's a neuroscientist, professor of psychiatry at the UCLA University, he's also the author of iBrain, And they're surveying the technological alteration of the modern mind. He was quoted as saying that he believes that the so-called digital natives, which is a term for generations growing up using computers, um, they're already having a harder time reading social cues. Um, Even though they're very good with their technical skills, they're just very weak within that face-to-face human communication. Um, During the time I was doing this research, I saw a commercial on television, and I guess it was just surprising to me doing this research that I saw this. It was a young girl sitting at her desk, and she had her laptop, and she was talking about her parents only had like 20 friends on Facebook, but how she had hundreds and hundreds of them, and how happy she was for herself, but she was sad for her parents. But then at the same time, they were showing the parents out having face-to-face communication and interaction with two people that seemed to be their friends, and they were very happy. And I was really sad for the girl, which I know it was a commercial, but it stands true to a lot of families today. I think as parents, we need to remind our kids that friendship is not a commodity. Um, but friendship is something that's hard work and enduring when it's right. Um, I think we need to do our best to guide our children into the future with social media and try to cut the suicide rate as, as much down as we can. Thank you. Have a great day.